Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel. My name is Shaname, and I am a multi-stream gamer. Uh, Usually, I play Love and Deep Space, but if you are in the know right now, we are currently in a boycott, and I decided to go play this other game called Red String of Fate. And this is my second time trying to record this because I spent 10 minutes recording only for me to realize that my mic was muted. That is my own fault, but it is what it is, and here I go again. So, I hope you guys enjoy this, and hey, please let me know if you want to see any other type of game, if you have any recommendations or anything like that. I am more than happy to listen to them. All right, let's get on it. It is said an invisible thread runs between those destined to meet. Uh-oh. Did this freeze? No. Okay, good. Reminiscing on the bond of human experiences and the promise of happiness, trust, and unspoken love. For most, it remains a simple story, yet within the flow of everyday life for her, these strings of fate are ever present. To everyone else, it may be nothing more than a simple wish that every encounter has meaning, that nothing is left to chance. Redhaven, southern coast of Japan. Humanity has always pursued control over the forces of nature that once threatened its survival, over the machines it built, striving to create intelligence greater than its own, yet bound to its command, and finally, over the very desires of itself. Writing the year 2042 means tracing that pursuit into human biology. What once seemed exceptional has evolved into a well-defined field of research. An increasing number of individuals display altered pathways of perception, processing emotion in ways that differ from the ordinary. While the underlying cause isn't agreed upon, corporations, government, and society have already moved one step further, striving to apply these traits across the bench, with proposals reaching as far as resolving large-scale conflicts. Research has found its epicenter in Redhaven, a city in Japan's southern coast, long established as a hub for technological innovation, surrounded by lush greenery and coastal air, a place considered as livable as it is advanced. Sorry, just drinking some water. Home Mirror's Place. A cool breeze slips in through the cracked window, brushing against my arm. I groan, tugging the blanket higher until only my nose sticks out. Great. Fell asleep with the window open again. No wonder it feels like Antarctica in here. Still half asleep, I shuffle over to the window, push it shut, and crawl right back into bed. But finally, a quiet weekend. I stretch one arm from my blanket cocoon, patting blindly across the nightstand for my phone. Catching the charging cable instead, I crawl along it with my fingertips until I manage to grab my target. Oops. Morning, Miss University Girl. A few weeks in and you're already ghosting me? Tragic. I'm gonna go with this one. I wasn't ghosting, just let me sleep in for once. You call 12 a.m. sleeping in? That's midnight. I mean, PM? Anybody would be asleep. Just wait until you get a full-time job. Let me see. If I ignore responsibility enough, maybe it'll stop existing. Old strategy. Let me know if it works. Anyway, at Meridian in 20, make it 30. I still need to get ready. For real. Fine, but that's your absolute limit. See you there. I let my phone drop onto the bed beside me and stare at the ceiling for a few seconds. With a sigh, I kick the covers off and drag myself towards the bathroom. Cold water and harsh light snap me into motion as I rush through my usual routine. Presentable enough. I grab my bag, slip my phone inside, and head downstairs, the faint of Mira's usual omelet breakfast drifting in from the kitchen. Heading out! Meeting at Yuki at the cafe! Shoes on, jacket grabbed, I push open the front door and step into the crisp morning air. I rub my hands together and breathe into them, a small cloud of steam blooming in the cold air. It's been a while since we actually met up. Back in middle school and high school, Yuki and I used to see each other almost every day. Now it's texts, calls, and the occasional caffeine reunion. The cafe sign comes into view as the smell of beans hits the air. Yep, this is definitely the smell of Yuki dragging me out of bed. Cafe Meridian Student District, afternoon, November 1st, Saturday. The bell above the door chimes as I step inside, a soft wave of warmth wrapping around me. Yuki's behind the counter, mid-order with the customer, her hair tied up in a loose bun that's somehow still perfectly in place.
All right, latte extra foam. Got it. Coming right up.
Yuki shoots me a suspicious side eye the second she notices me, but finishes the order first. She hands the cup to the customer with an easy smile.
Here you go. Don't be a stranger.
Once they leave, she unties her apron in one dramatic motion.
I'm taking my break.
She hangs the apron on the hook and steps out from behind the counter, already zeroing in on me.
Well. Look who decided to show up. 3 minutes late, by the way.
Nice to see you too, Yuki. She laughs light and bright and nudges me towards our usual spot by the window, close enough to the counter to still catch the life of the cafe. Is the pumpkin spice back already?
Mm-hmm. Came in last week.
Yuki lifts a hand towards the counter, catching her coworker's attention.
2 pumpkin spice, please.
Her coworker nods and gets to work. Yuki turns to me, leaning in and setting her elbows on the table.
A whole month without seeing you feels like forever.
She pouts and props her chin in her hands like she's trying to guilt-trap me on purpose. I know, the start of uni's been a lot busier than I thought.
Busy? How? New friend group already? Secret party life every weekend?
I wish. Just then, her coworker returns and sets 2 pumpkin spice lattes in front of us. The warm scent of cinnamon and coffee curls up into the air. But I did make a new acquaintance. Or, well, more of an old one.
An old one? All right, start from the beginning. I'm all yours for the whole break.
I wrap my hands around the warm cup, letting the steam brush against my face as I search for the right place to start. In the end, it's easy. Everything began on my very first day at uni. Oh, whoops. Oh no. Did I? Oh no. Oh gosh. Oh, what did I do? Oh my. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh. Wait, let me see if I missed anything. Okay. All right. Start from. What? Oh, I didn't miss anything. Okay. The sun falls in soft stripes through the large windows of the auditorium. Murmurs drift through the hall, broken now and then by the occasional thud of folding chairs. Red Haven University, one of the leading institutions for human innovation and cognitive research. Prestige here comes with ambition and relentlessness, or relentless expectations. To some, it's a goal. To others, it's a stepping stone. The university's most renowned bachelor program is the interdisciplinary. Oh my gosh. Sorry, guys. My brain is a little bit wonky after work. So, interdisciplinary. Oh my gosh. I'm ignoring that word for right now. Field of applied neuroscience, combining advanced science with the study of emerging emotional perception. It pushes research beyond observable behavior into the deeper workings of what we feel. Hey, do you know who's giving the opening talk today? I heard someone from St. Evis is here. Random student? I should give these people some voices. Another voice, okay. What does this person sound like? Seriously? On the first day? That's a big deal. They say the first day at university feels like a new beginning. For me, it feels more like a stroke of luck shaped by invisible hands. I wouldn't be here without that scholarship. Mira could never have afforded Red Haven, and neither could I. But then came the letter. No name, no explanation, just a promise that my tuition was taken care of. Thanks, mysterious patron of higher education. Now I'm here, surrounded by people who all look like they already know where they're headed. And me? I glance across the steep rows of seating. Some students are already deep in the conversation. Others are fidgeting with notebooks or scrolling through glowing phone screens. Though many wear the same nervous look, while a few seem lit up with excitement. Let's see. Which one should I pick? Which one you know what? I'll do this for right now. I'd rather keep to myself for now. The thought hardly settles before a familiar voice cuts through the chatter around me.
Wait a sec. Is that?
Okay. Oh. Shaname. Let me see. Moon Chaser. That sounds like a nice name. Oh. Nickname. Oh. Oh, what the? Shani. There we go.
It's really you. I can't believe I ran into you here.
Soda? You're studying here too?
Applied neuroscience. Same as you, I'm guessing.
He grinned sheepishly, rubbing the back of his neck, a gesture I haven't seen in years. It's been what? 8 years?
9, actually. Not that I was counting.
He glances aside, running a hand through his honey blonde curls, still carrying that same effortless disarray I remember from years ago. He looks almost the same, maybe a little taller. Last time we talked, you were all about building gadgets to help people. Some rescue drone thing, a crowd safety app. You did? You really did want to be a hero, huh? Soda shifts his. I hope I'm saying his name right. If I'm saying it wrong, please forgive me. Um, Soda shifts his weight, a faint smile tugging at his lips, almost embarrassed.
Well, you once said I was your hero. Figured I'd try to live up to that. And hey, it's not too late to change the world. Bit of theory can't hurt. Even if it's just to be your hero again.
As he turns, there's a spark in his eyes, the kind that promises he means every word before that familiar smile breaks across his face, like no time has passed at all.
But seriously, I'm really glad to see you.
A breeze drifts in through the open doors of the auditorium, stirring the air between the aisles. Dust motes swirl in the sunlight like slow sparks, catching the golden tones of early fall. You've already changed, but you've hardly changed at all, Soda. Still wearing your heart out everywhere, everyone can see.
You gotta stop calling me out like that.
Footsteps echo off the floor as more students hurry in, conversations fading as they scan the room for seats. Soda's gaze shifts to two empty spots across the hall before he gestures towards them.
Oh, looks like the session's about to start. You wanna sit with me?
Let's see. So he is a love interest. And I wonder, Of course, I'm sitting with my personal hero from back then.
Phew, from back then, huh? Let's see if I can still live up to that.
Oh, he seems sweet already. Oh my gosh. As the light dims, a hush ripples across the hall. Spotlights sweep across the stage, revealing the university banner against dark Alcantara backdrops. A man in his mid-40s steps into view, polished shoes clicking softly on the wooden floor as he approaches the podium. Faculty head. Ooh, I need a voice for him too. Let me see. Welcome to Red Haven University, a place where scholarship and the pursuit of truth and innovation stand at the very foundation of our education. Since you're here, it means you stand among the best, and that comes responsibility for what you learn and for what you choose to do with it. Oops, sorry, I keep banging my microphone stand. The speaker voice comes across the practice ease, warm, grounded, and carrying just a hint of pride. Our subject area, applied neuroscience, touches aspects most can barely begin to grasp. Attachment, perception, patterns woven between people like threads. My gaze drops to my hand. A faint shimmer flickers for a moment. A red thread, barely visible, drawn towards the seat next to mine. Some of you possess unique neural traits. That's what we call link taps that allow for extraordinary forms of emotional perception. In this field, such traits can be invaluable. But let me be clear. Talent alone does not define success here. Dedication and curiosity will take you just as far. I know this voice I'm doing is stupid, but hey, why not? Link type. Hearing the word, my eyes flick to Soda. For a split second, he meets my gaze, brows lifting in brief acknowledgement before we both look back at the stage. I'm especially pleased to welcome not just students but also partners. For many of you, the program will go beyond theory, and that's thanks to above all the Synevis Research Institute. The audience shift, a stir of curiosity and recognition fills the air. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Takuma Shinonome, a physician and senior research analyst at Synevis, a recent graduate of our university and co-developer of several study programs that will soon partially take place here on campus. Washed in the cold glow of the stage lights, the announced figure steps into view, his white hair catching the light like spun glass. Takuma Shinonome, the guy from those articles about limbic data grids? Is that really a thing? I'm gonna look it up. Sorry, I just wanted to go see real quick. Limbic. Okay. This is about the brain, it looks like. A complex set of deep brain structures that regulate emotion, motivation, learning, and memory. That is interesting. Look at us learning. Each step is taken with a reserved perception or precision, his gaze lowered, letting the room exist only at the edge of his sight. He looks way younger than I expected. As he arrives at the podium, his gaze lists almost absently. Eyes blue as ice, catching the sun yet softened, as if the world reached him only through a blur of water. For a second, it's all I see, the world around me, fading behind a silent thread stretching from my fingertips to him. Almost like the one to Soda, but kind of...
Thank you for the invitation.
His voice draws me back from the thread I've been staring at.
The cooperation between Synevis and Redhaven University opens doors for both sides. Opportunities for research and for those who take part.
For a moment, his tone holds steady, almost rehearsed. Then the rhythm breaks. His phrasing falls just out of place.
More on that soon. I look forward to working with you.
With a brief mechanical bow, he steps back into the shadows. No glance at the audience, slipping away like a deer avoiding the projector's beam. Thank you, Mr. Shinonome. As always, concise and to the point. Looking around, I catch students whisper to one another and trade quick glances. Others stare at him as though they just seen a shooting star. With that, I officially welcome you to your first semester. The stage screen glows softly as the QR code fades into view. Please scan this and log into the campus network. There you'll find your schedules along with your course information. And remember, if you have any questions, your department assistants or ROCO, the campus AI assistant, are always there to help. I wish you an inspiring beginning at Red Haven University. Woo! As the applaud fades, the room erupts into motion. Dozens of students rise at once, rushing to the exits at the back of the hall. Soda and I weave our way between them, slipping free of the crowded hall and into the open corridor.
Man, whew, that was something. I don't know about you, but I already feel like I'm behind before we even started.
Behind? You? You got your own gift, don't forget.
A gift, sure. If I'm in a bad mood, everyone around sinks with me. Super practical, right?
You make it sound like you're all consuming emotional drain, but hey, definitely interesting enough for research. Meanwhile, I'm the almighty spaghetti monster, except for the almighty part.
Oh, great. So I'm the drain, you're the spaghetti. I guess that makes our lives the boiling water then?
Wow, what a team. We should pitch it as a webtoon.
Call it the Divine Comedy of Pasta. Dante, but with carbs.
We both burst into laughter, drawing a few curious looks from students passing through the corridor. For a moment, the noise around us seems to fade into the background. So many years apart, and yet it feels like slipping right back into how it used to be. There's so much to catch up on. Okay, let's see. I wonder with some of these choices, I wonder if there's like some type of meter or something. Let me see. Hmm. Maybe we could talk a little longer. It's not that late yet. Maybe we could talk a little longer. We haven't seen each other in forever. It would be nice to talk a little longer.
Huh. Sure. Kinda hoped you'd say that. I know, it's pretty old school. But when I dropped off my enrollment papers in person, I saw some students heading upstairs. It looked like a quiet spot.
He gestures towards a narrow staircase at the end of the hall. Is that even.
Come on, since when did you care about rules that much? Really?
Before I can argue, he places his hand on my shoulders and gently steers me toward the staircase. Together we head up the narrow steps and push together through the heavy steel door. Red Haven University rooftop. This actually looks really pretty. The sun is already setting low, washing the sky in orange and rose tones.
See? Totally worth sneaking up here. Beats the crowded hall downstairs, right?
I step up beside him at the wire mesh railing. From up here, the campus spreads out below us, the city skyline glowing faintly on the horizon. I admit, it's a pretty great view. A light breeze moves between us, brushing through Soda's hair as he stands with his hands braced against the railing. Standing here with him feels unreal, like I blinked and the years apart had never happened. So, what brings you back to Red Haven? Shouldn't you be off the building the next big tech empire or something?
Yeah, that's what my parents were hoping for. But the truth is, I never really wanted to leave in the first place. Not home, sunshine, nor you.
No, so sweet. Oh, I actually made it onto the list.
Obviously, somewhere between my dog and gaming console.
Truly touching.
But yeah, my parents thought sending me to that fancy computer science school was the right move. As if they had anything left to teach me there anyway.
Ugh, you're full of yourself as ever. Soda lifts his hands in a mock defense.
Okay, it's not like that, alright? I just mean, it felt like such a waste of time.
You know, I kind of like his voice. His voice sounds really sweet and everything. I'm gonna go look up his voice actor later. I think I did see something about it, but I'm not entirely sure.
I already knew how to code, and then there are teachers spending hours explaining what a variable is and preaching about clean code.
Oh my god, he's actually trying to defend himself.
Like, yeah, sure, make it tidy, but maybe make it work first?
Hearing him say that, I can't help but laugh. Relax, I was kidding. You don't have to justify your entire high school experience. He blinks and stares at me for a second and then laughs too.
Still, for the record, they really did waste my time.
Our laughter lingers for a moment before it fades into the breeze. The quiet that follows rests easily between us.
What about you? Back then, after everything, you've been okay since then?
I take a moment to think, then sit down by one of the vents, resting my elbows on my knees. I guess so. It took a while, but Mara took good care of me. Soda lowers himself beside me, quiet for a moment, as if waiting for me to continue talking. I still don't know what happened back then or how it all connects, why my parents suddenly left like that. But I'm sure they had their reasons, and Mara's been there ever since, so I can't really complain. I mean, those words dwelling on the past never helped, so I stopped trying to piece it all together. Though I like to remember how Soda was always there for me.
I keep thinking, how I only made things harder for you.
His voice comes out low, a little hoarse, as if those words have been sitting in his throat for years.
You just started to feel okay again, and then I left too.
The last traces of daylight cast uneven shadows across his face, sharpening an unfamiliar tautness in his expression. I don't know what to say, so I don't. Instead, I reach for his hand, the way I used to when words weren't enough. Ah, so nice. His fingers twitch beneath mine, out of the corner of my eye. I notice his gaze shift toward me.
What are you?
I met his gaze just as something in his expression changes. Huh?
Nothing. Just, never mind.
I used to do this all the time, remember?
Yeah, I remember. It's fine. I don't mind.
It's fun. I trace small shapes across his familiar palm with my fingertip. Sun, a star, and a clumsy heart. His hand is way bigger than it used to be. I keep moving my hand slowly across his for a while, accompanied only by the faint hum of the city below. Time drifts without either of us noticing. The sky has turned deep blue when I check my phone, and the street lights begin to flicker on, one after another. It's getting late. We should head back before they lock the door.
Yeah, getting locked out on here probably wouldn't make the best first impression.
Neither of us say much as we get up at an unhurried pace and head to the stairwell. The door thuds faintly as it shuts behind us, leaving the rooftop to the night. Evening, October 6th, Monday. We make our way down and out of the building. Soda walks a little ahead, hands in his pockets, kicking at a stray leaf as we pass the bike racks.
So, you heading straight home? I could walk with you if you want.
Okay. Sure, if it's not too much trouble.
Trouble? Nah, I've walked way farther for worse reasons.
He shrugs and then starts walking. I close the small gap between us with a few quick steps. We leave the campus side by side, the cool evening air carrying the faint trace of sea salt from the coast.
So, you still living in the same place as before?
Yeah, not much has changed, honestly. Still at Mira's place. Mira has lived in Skyhaven her whole life, in one of those narrow two-story homes tucked behind the university district. After my parents left, she took me in, and somehow it's still just the two of us. The same as always.
I guess she's still looking out for you as always, huh? I didn't get the chance to ask earlier, though. How'd you even end up here? I mean, Redhaven's not exactly cheap. No, don't tell me you have a job.
Ah, funny. No, I got a scholarship, actually.
Wait, seriously? I should start treating you like some academic genius then.
Please don't. It's definitely not because of my grades. Honestly, I have no clue who gave it to me or why. At first, I thought it was a scam, but Mira called Red Haven to check, and they confirmed it was legit.
Huh. Well, free uni is free uni. Still, anonymous and all. That's kinda weird. But it couldn't be.
No, absolutely not. Mira would have told me she's honest to a fault.
You're right. I'm sorry.
It's fine. You're not the first to think of that. Even it was, even if it was them, it wouldn't matter. The tuition's paid anyway, so I might as well use it.
Huh. I guess that's one way to look at it.
He glances at me and grins and runs a hand through my hair in a quick, careless ruffle while stepping ahead up to the roadside of the walkway, his gaze locking on to one small oh my gosh, his gaze locking on one of the small front gardens ahead. Hey!
Look, the cosmos are already blooming.
A car passes by, the rush of air stirring the amber petals along the furnace. They're beautiful. It's nice seeing how many flowers still bloom around here at this time of year. Soda smiles faintly, watching the petals drift in the air. A few minutes, we reach my place and stop in front of the small gate. In our front yard, a few camellia bushes wait for their turn to bloom. Thanks for walking me home.
No problem. Tell Mira I said hi, yeah?
Will do. See you tomorrow, Soda.
Sleep well.
He lingers for a second, then gives me a small wave and heads back down the street, his steps fading into the quiet. I push the gate open, the hinge creaking in its usual way, and head up the short path towards the porch light. Mira's gonna have a field day when she hears who walks me home. I wrap up the story somehow between my coffee going cold in my hands and Yuki's expression shifting from curious to downright amused. So, yeah, that was my first day at uni. No public embarrassment, no breakdowns. I call that a win.
That's debatable. I seem to recall a certain someone texting me at 7 a.m. about an existential crisis and a missing eyeliner.
She's not wrong. The existential crisis was just me tearing the room apart for my eyeliner, which, for the record, it had rolled under the bed. Okay, fair, still, it went better than expected. I thought I have to charm my way through the conversations with people who already wrote research papers in high school. but instead it was just soda. Yuki eyes me over the rim of her cup, one brow lifting as she takes an unhurried sip.
Just Sota, huh? The Sota who used to follow you around like a puppy, always carrying your bags and sneaking you snacks between classes?
He's always been like that with everyone, okay? Helping people out for no reason.
Mm-hmm. Right. Pure altruism. Oh, clearly into you.
No, stop. Why would you be into little old me? Ugh. Yuki, he's like family. That'll be weird.
Weird's never stopped anyone. Anyway, childhood friend energy aside, he's cute. If you don't want him, send him my way.
Over my dead body. Yuki snickers into her drink, clearly satisfied with my reaction.
So, Mr. Sunshine is back. But what about that guy you mentioned the other day? The one from your seminar?
Ray? You probably like him. Super laid back, sometimes annoyingly so. Athletic too. At the time I didn't think much of it, still something about him was hard to ignore. Redhaven University, October 14th. Okay, give me one moment, guys. I'm just checking something since it's getting a little late for me. Okay, I'm good. I'm going to keep going just for a little bit longer. I don't know how long this demo is, but I might make it at least like 2 parts or something like that. But we'll see. Despite Soda and I picking different tracks, we agreed on taking the seminar together. Naturally, one of his course intros got slapped right on top of it, which leaves me here alone, barely serving as our first week scout. SR 108. I scrolled through my schedule again just to double check the room number. Should be right here. Oops. Did not mean to hit that. 3 girls will gather near the door, hovering around one guy with the kind of interest people usually reserve for free goodies. They're laughing at something he says a bit too eagerly for my taste. Then one of them brushes his arm with her hand as they drift away. How pathetic. Now that the little crowd has dispersed, I'm about to head straight inside. If it weren't for the nagging feeling that I'm missing something right in front of me. Giving the guy by the door a second look, there's nothing. Not even the faintest shimmer, though I can't shake the sense there should be. I narrow my eyes, focusing, and for the slightest moment, I swear a fragmented wisp of thread flickers into view. I blink, and it's gone.
Huh? Do I have something on my face?
I thought I saw something. Never mind. No, just never mind. I thought I saw something weird for a second.
Weird, huh? Should I be worried?
No, it was nothing really. Probably just my eyes playing tricks on me.
Oh, happens. The first week's always a sensory overload.
He pulls the door open and gestures me through, a little smirk tugging at his mouth. That might have sounded weird. Thanks. I step inside before he can add anything else, then stall, confronted with the... Oh my gosh. I step inside before he can add anything else, then stall, confronted with the agony of choosing a seat. Too far up feels exposed, too far back feels like hiding.
Not heading straight for the back row, huh? Bold choice for a first-timer.
He tilts his head slightly, watching me decide. I figured I'd pick a normal seat, neutral ground. Nothing strategic about it.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
I start toward one of the middle row seats anyway, pretending not to hear the grin in his voice.
Oh, hey. Listen,
He slides into the row, just ahead of me, glancing back over his shoulder.
you've got the look of someone who actually plans to pay attention. So, if you're serious about passing the seminar, sitting near me isn't a bad start.
Confident, aren't you? We'll see about that. After a brief hesitation, the seat beside him ends up winning out. I drop my bag beside the chair and glance around the room while my new acquaintance scrolls through his phone, some video playing at a noticeably high volume. Deep breath. This will work out somehow. I'm just about to comment when the door swings open. The supposed tutor walks in. A man in his early 30s, plain shirt, sleeves rolled up to the elbow, tablet under one arm, and a cup in another. His expression says he's done this 100 times before. Tutor. All right, let's get this over with. Welcome to Perceptual Analysis and Interpretation. I'm Isu Akaisu. Sorry, guys, if I'm butchering it. You can call me Ikaisu. If you're lazy, just Isu. Either works. He sets the tablet down on the desk, taps through a few pages, then looks up again. I assume everyone managed to register through the portal. If not, tough luck. The semester's full. Let's do a quick attendance check, in case someone still can't read room numbers properly. A few names will be missing. It seems the systems modeling crowd got double booked again. Apparently, some things never change, no matter how advanced tech gets. A few laughs ripple through the room, though most just sound tired enough to relate. All right. He goes through the list one by one, each name followed by a murmur somewhere in the room. Ray Minazuki.
Present!
I see. Back for round 3. Let's aim to make it past weeks this time.
No promises.
Round 3? What exactly did I get myself into? I glance at him, and he merely shrugs, completely unbothered, as if 2 failed attempts were nothing more than a mild inconvenience.
Don't worry. I'm actually planning to pass this time. 3rd time's the charm, right?
Right. Before I can come up with anything smarter, my name's being called. Here. Ray's gaze flicks sideways, a faint smirk playing on his lips, like he just confirmed something he already guessed. Good. Now for those new here. The semester is graded on weekly progress checks. 1 final paper and a presentation at the end of the term. Since half of the campus decide to sign up for this semester, we'll be working in groups of 5. You'll need to register your group in the online portal by next week. Anyone who doesn't will get randomly assigned, and trust me, you don't want that. As Mr. Akisu goes on outlining the course requirements, Ray leans in a little closer, lowering his voice.
So, what'd you score on the entrance test?
Shouldn't I be the one asking that?
You first.
45. His eyebrows lift a little friction.
Out of 100?
Obviously, but before you can say anything, it's not that bad. I may not have the top score, but I'm not stupid.
Well, didn't say you were. Just means we'll have to count on the other lucky fellows to carry us through.
You shouldn't have told me. You haven't told me your score yet.
Didn't take the test.
Checks out. You what?
Yeah, shocking. I know. Try not to tell the dean.
That's not how entrance exams usually work.
Let's just say I had a different entry route. Perks of good timing or good connections. Take your pick.
I can't tell if he's joking or dead serious, and honestly, I'm not sure if I even want to know. Better to just move on. Well, at least we can have some backup. My friend Soda's in the front is in the oh my gosh, informatics track. He'll be part of our group too.
Friend, huh? Lucky him. He can handle the thinking while we look busy then.
You mean while you look busy?
Now you're getting it.
He's just mocking me, right? Right? For a moment, he actually looks like he's listening to Mr. Akasu until his foot starts bouncing restless in a way that makes it painfully obvious he'd rather be elsewhere.
Man, this is already dragging.
I glance at him, not sure I heard that right. He's already stretching his arms. Oh my gosh. Sorry, guys. He's already stretching his arms like he's clocking out of a gym session.
Well, it was nice meeting you, partner. I'll go hit the mats for a bit. Staying put this long feels like torture.
Is he for real? Should I stop him? Too late. He's already on his feet, back slung over one shoulder, entirely unfazed about ditching the class 10 minutes in.
You can fill me in later, right?
Eh.
See you around.
He gives my shoulder a light pat on the way out, tossing the tutor a lazy two-finger salute as he passes. Mr. Akasu, meanwhile, he sighs, shaking his head before he looks at me with equal parts pity and apology. Okay, Yuki barely lets me finish before she laughs outright. Let's see. Oh, whoops. Yada 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 yada. Okay. Well, I might just stop here. Oops. Where am I? I might actually just stop right here. Oh,
Okay, I get it. In your mind, he's a total douchebag.
okay. Yeah, I actually might stop right here. It is getting pretty late for me right now. But I promise to be back with this and we'll go more over the demo. Okay, guys, it was nice, recording this video, and I will see you next time. Have a good night, everybody. Bye.